Hello and welcome back to Tharik Plays Mordheim, City of the Damned. First of all, I want to apologize for the audio hiccup in the last two episodes. What happened there was I for the first time tried out my webcam for streaming, and plugging in the webcam made my recording software decide to use the microphone that the webcam does have, and I deactivated that microphone though over the Logitech software, and so there was no sound at all. So that was a little bit unfortunate, and I just didn't notice it in the first episode because I recorded them back to back, and that's why both of the episodes don't have commentary. There was some good in there, so I apologize. At least, if I remember correctly, one of the missions was a deadly one, so I hope you still watched that. At least that one. I know it's probably not that enticing to watch, maybe, if it's just the gameplay, so I'll do my best that that won't happen anymore. And I just did a quick test to make sure again that my software is actually recording my lovely voice today, so it is, and let's just jump into this, I think. Okay, one thing we do have to address is the zombie here that was named by Srap, if I remember correctly. Yes. So, I still don't know how he came up with that name, but it's fine. And I hope that this color is fine as well. That's the problem. I think he wanted to have green and purple, but that combination doesn't really exist. So once again, now I hope this is fine, and now he can give me some feedback here. But I'm recording this a little bit before the two episodes come out, so I'm trying to stay a little bit closer with the Undead, but in terms of recording. But right now I do have the time, so this is where we are recording. So if you have any feedback on the last two videos, it will have to wait until possibly next week, depending on how long this video will go now, and if I do two again. Because right now I'm trying to do two if the missions aren't too long. So I already also saw we need to do this, so give me a moment here. Need to spend some points. Okay, and we are back. So also, one thing that was already commented on is how to use the thralls, or how to distinguish them from each other. And I think it was also Srap there who suggested that I go two one-handed weapons with Frenzy on one of them. And that sounded pretty interesting, so that's probably what I'm going to go for. But right now I'm already learning Ammo Proficient on one. I did that before or after the last episode, so we'll have to wait there a bit. But once I switch out Zorina here, I'll probably just get her the Frenzy if I already can. We'll see, but that's at least the idea right now, to change them up a bit. And I am trying to switch things up with this warband a little bit in terms of parry stance and all that stuff. Oh, yeah, here the contact got us a little formula. So, for example, I'm not going too heavily into agility right now on the ghouls. Okay, this guy's probably a bad example because he's a fresh one. But this one, for example, so it's still 4 agility, but 9 strength. I'm just going for a little bit more damage because of the dodge and parry bypass. I mean, the dodge guys usually do pretty well, so it might be useful, but I wanted to go for a little bit more damage this time around. And so I'm trying some stuff out here. Either way, let us take a look at the available missions today. And I've talked about it last time, I think, but that didn't get recorded. So this mission actually isn't that bad. I've taken a look at it, and somebody, I think it was Scott Smart, commented on it as well. So this mission doesn't contain all of the demons that it usually does. It is still the library, so it's not that nice. We're going to do this one just so that we can get going here. It's still the library, so it's not nice, so I'm going to take a little while longer before I go for it. But it isn't nearly as bad as it could be, so we'll probably attempt that one soon. And then I'm happy that that map is off the grid for good, because it's one of the ones that I like the most. So I did not pay attention, so I get to set up in the strike here in the I get to set up in the group here around the wagon. That's the word. And they are scattered and scared inside the buildings, so they will probably be in these buildings. Also, only 9 wordstone, but the placement of the wordstone is pretty horrible. So I'm not sure we will be able to get a whole lot of wordstone out of this. Okay, I did switch the drag back. Now that the audio is gone from the episode, I'm not sure if I talked about it already. So I switched him back to ranged because it just doesn't make sense to do that on the thralls. It's a little bit of a waste for him because he was already a few points into close combat, but in the end I think it should be okay, because if he gets into close combat, it's nice because he will. Did I collect that? I don't think so. Nope, didn't take. If he gets into close combat, he will have a few points in there so that he doesn't do that badly. And if he doesn't, it's still early enough in his development. He was just rank 1, I think, that it should not kill the development completely. So he won't get quite as fast up to a good ballistic skill, but overall it should still be okay. Oh, nice, a cluster. So, not really sure if we can get up to the 9 wordstone, as I've said, because the placement is a little bit unfortunate right now. I think we should probably move along this side, so we'll move our leader back a bit. And I don't really know where they are. And I also should not forget this one. So zombie, yeah, let's just start him off this way. The main problem is now I'm questioning myself about what did I already talk about and what didn't I talk about. But I think I've covered most of the important things, and so far I'm pretty happy with the undeads, of course. And we're making some nice progress here, and I think it's working out okay that I'm doing 2 and 2 in terms of videos right now, as long as these don't take too long, and they're going to start and get longer because we get more and more units, and that is what makes them longer. Okay, they are collecting wordstone, which means we will have to take a look and see if they come near us in any way, or I'll just have to remember to check and loot them. It might give us the few remaining wordstone that we need. And by the way, what are we playing against? Oh, it's Sisters. Okay. Oh, yeah, just to look at the morale probably could have told me that. So I don't want to collect that over there. We'll use the ghoul for that. So she will just use her fairly high speed. Is there a unit over there? No, it is not. To get closer towards the wordstone over there. So what will we get up to? 6 or something like that? Let's just move him in here. Ah, well, that's a little bit of a literal term here. It's really not that far you can get. I keep forgetting how slow the zombies are. But we're trying to fix that. And as far as I'm aware, the Necromancer, I think, or whatever the last hero class for them is called, the Caster, he does have a spell that increases movement range or something like that. Something along those lines, at least that's what I've read about. And that will make the zombies more mobile. But so far, the zombies have been doing fine for us. Okay. Yeah, so my assumption is that they are either up here or over there. They are... I think I didn't pay too much attention to the setup. I just saw that it wasn't a bad one. I think it was one warband is scattered in buildings. Plundering or whatever it was called. Pillaging? No, pillaging is wrong. That's what Vikings do. I don't know why I... It's something I'm saying a lot lately. I don't know why I can't talk today. It's gotten better for a while, and now it's starting to get worse again. At least that's what I feel like sometimes. So, what was the point I was trying to make? Yeah, the setup. So it was foraging in the building? I don't know. Scavenging in the buildings, I think. And the one was, of course, set up tightly around the wagon, which is what we got. And from the cart, I think they are up here, but they might also be in the building over here. Definitely not here, because that would be too close to ours. So I think that is pretty unlikely. Okay, new round. I forgot to gather this. So we'll put both on him, which is fine because he is still rank 0, so he's the least useful guy. Oh, nice. He resisted that apparently. And let's move him this way. So the good thing, or the thing, one of the things we will have to remember or see about is our initiative versus their initiative. Our initiative overall is a lot better than theirs. So I could go take a look inside the building here and hope that the wordstone that is on the map is on the ground floor. There's some wordstone over there, and there's also... Yep, there's some here. So I will take the detour and go for that. Because we still don't see them. So I think we do have the time to do that. And 9 wordstone is not a lot. So I think it's reasonable to get that. And if we do have the chance, and I assumed that they would be on a higher floor there, but apparently they aren't. So we can go for that, and we'll use our leader here as well. Next turn. So we have 2 heroes. So what can they have? They will have a Sister Superior and a Purifier, I think. Or in what order did they get unlocked for the sisters, or do they have an augur? I don't think so. So this is a bit of a gamble here because I'm right out in the open. Not necessarily a bad thing, because it might give us a lot of room to work with, and we do actually see someone in the initiative ladder. Probably through that crack over there. It looks like that's where she is. Yeah, so we saw 2. So they were in these buildings, which is part of what I assumed. So what... Okay, ooh, yep, that's the Sister Superior. And they do have a Sigmar's Purifier, as I assumed. So the Augur was the last one to get unlocked for the Sisters. It's been so long since I've started my Sisters warband. Almost a year by now, to be exact. So I wasn't sure anymore. So, but now we do know where they will come from. We will have to be a little bit careful because there is a lot of open ground there, and it's easy to get surrounded, or just... It's hard to protect single units because of that. So we'll have to wait and see. And we're at 5 wordstone right now, and we have 3 in our range. So that's 1, 2, and 3. The one over there. And that will bring us up to 9, which means as long as nobody dies, we are at the optional. Which is pretty good. So we can remove this beacon, and we can definitely remove that one. She's in a bit of a dangerous position right now, as I've said though, and her long movement range, so the 7 meters movement, will make it more dangerous, because if somebody comes close, she will charge up to here somewhere, and then at least the zombies definitely won't be able to catch up. So I wouldn't mind that not happening. But we do have Pavel here, who might be able to shoot somebody. Well, guess not. Let's retrace a bit and move him like this. And then at least I can set up a decent Overwatch stance. Because the Purifier can still come for us. Well, she might be able to make it here if she really beelines it. But will she? Yeah, looks like it. Fear success. Oh, she charges us. Wow, that damage though. Holy crap. It's probably not bad that she charged us, because now we are definitely going to be in range to attack her with other units.
A new round
But
has
the
started.
damage was pretty big. So I'm not a big fan of that. We can't do this, so let's set up a tactical ambush right there, so that they can't easily surround her. I'm fine with scavenging this.
Objectives updated.
So, what do we get by now? Okay, OP to spellcasting is no problem. And I can actually go out here. Oh, they're all right there. Okay, but this is fine. So I can charge, or I can take the higher hit chance, but we'll charge. Yeah, well, I rolled a 100, so I wouldn't have hit anyways. Oh, come on. This is pretty bad, though. This is pretty bad. So, zombie, you can't get there. Yeah, this is an issue. Let's say it like that. I know I'm blocking that ambush here, but it's fine. Or did I miscount the wordstone?
Updated.
I think I did. So we're one off still, after I've collected all of them. Okay, this won't really help me. I don't want to leave through there, so we'll move this way. Yeah. Oh boy, I shouldn't have put her out there. And there's, oh god, their Sister Superior is going next, so if she goes for my Thrall, this is a problem. For Sigmar is fine. No, she goes for the leader. And she succeeds her terror test. What is going on right now? This is... I'm missing a whole lot. And they are hammering me, quite literally. So, at least the Thrall hit with both of her attacks. But she kind of needs to die. So I really need to get somebody else in there. But the zombies are still too slow for that. So next turn for them. And I've been talking about how the speed of the zombies isn't an issue. I like to revisit that point at this point in time. It might become an issue. Well, actually the speed is not the problem. The speed discrepancy between the units is the problem. But that's not only the zombies' fault. Oh, come on. This is kind of an issue. I do have Pavel here, who's going last. So I have two options. Either, well, I have three options probably. I can shoot the Purifier. I can switch weapons and go into close combat. And also, well, it might stop her in her tracks. Nope. Ambush. That's nice, at least. It might give us the chance to, or, well... He does have his healing skill, that's what I'm getting at here. So the Purifier, I think we do need to go into close combat with her as well. She is immune? No, another reason to do that. So, switch weapons and bring him in. First of all, we'll go Humble Servant, damage ourselves a bit, and heal her. And then we can hit her twice. We might be able to kill her, but the Humble Servant was useful either way because he's still pretty high. Okay, nice. Ooh, that's good. So she's out of action. That takes a little bit of a pressure off. If she had Wordstone, it's gone now. Well, no, it actually isn't. I keep forgetting, and I really shouldn't. Let's loot her in a moment
A
and just
new
make
round
sure. I
has
think she
started.
might have some... Nope, she doesn't. So there's still that one fragment over there, but we'll get that with one of the ghouls. So I think we'll bring her in right here. Wow, they are really solid with their terror and fear tests right now when they count. And dodge it is. So. And I feel okay getting her there because we should be able to block off that axis pretty easily. Does he want to do that? Let's see, can I make that a little bit scummy? Yep, okay, good.
Objectives updated.
So it's a bit risky because if he goes down, we lose 3 word stun. He's our rank 0 unit, so he will go down easiest, basically. The question is, where do I want to attack? Let's go on this one, just because it can't do quite as much damage. They are coming from over there, so we'll have to be careful, but we can get more units on here and make it less attractive to attack him. Okay, we will definitely move him up to here, even though he won't be able to dodge afterwards. I can also charge, and 75% is good enough that I'm willing to do that. And then turn, so... Terror test fail. Yeah, she should go down. Yep, and she does. Perfect. So, let's loot her. Also nothing. We'll take the hammer. I need one more wordstone. And I can't really go for it right now. That's the main issue. Don't really want to overextend him. So we'll attack from here. Also, another successful terror test there. Aww, no hit. So we've turned this around somewhat. The Thrall is in a bit of a dangerous position right now. But we'll move her back in just a moment. So, zombie with a rusty sword, doing his thing. But nothing too major. Oh, there she comes. Okay, that's fine on David here, or David. And terror test on the... Yeah, that's the problem with them. They lose 2 offense points, so if they fail the terror test while going to close combat with me, they just end their turn because they can't attack. So I'm considering moving him up here. Oh, that's a cluster. I could attack there, but I think I'm going to risk this in the hopes that I actually can get there next turn as well. It's going to be close. So let's move as straight as possible. I went a little bit across here. So, straight, please. It's not going to help us too much, but the little thing is what might count there. It's costing us damage, but it might gain us the optional in the long run, and I'm willing to take that chance. So they are all in there. So we'll bring the zombie over here. Yeah, why not? Nice. And turn. So do I want to humble servant this again? Probably not. So where's the one that is... She's going last. She's already in a 2-on-1. So you know what? Let's switch weapon again. Reload for free. So her we can shoot. 46, 48. Both not really good ones, so we'll go for an aim. And on her. Because she's already more injured, so I'd like to kill her. Of course. And Then I won't be able to aim again, so we'll take a normal shot. Ooh, also hits. And that leaves me with 1 point to go Humble Servant with and bring her up a little bit further. I think that's fine. Because they might run around the zombie and try to attack her. Now the drag is pretty weakened as well, all things considering. But it's okay still, I think. It's the health is even out a bit more. Okay, why didn't she go further? All alone fail? Can she run? Ah, she cannot, but it's still fine. She's locked in there and she's pretty weakened, so we will be able to kill her.
A new round has started.
Also, because of her movement, let's just see if she can get there right now. She cannot. That's a shame. That's unfortunate. Really is. But there is also some wordstone in here, I think. Yeah, right there. So let's see if she can get that. All we need is one more. And we can. Awesome. So I don't mind. We are losing a lot of damage with her not being in there.
Completed.
But I feel fine with that. We do still have a pretty good setup with melee there. And all of our units are basically going first. So we have a pretty good chance at killing 1 or 2 of them. And so I don't really mind. And let's delay just so that I can give assists in a moment. This sister is going to go down now. That ambush stance is a potential issue. Oh yeah, I wanted to loot there, but she actually got the angle right for the ambush, so we can't. And now we're blocking because she might have had some wordstone. Now we won't fan out, but that's okay. They are not at routing yet, but they are getting close, and we are dealing a lot of damage. So once we take down the henchwomen here, we should be good. And I'm actually hitting with everything right now, which is pretty important as well, of course. Okay. 51, is that her? No. 51 is her. So she's already engaged with 2 units, so we'll move them on here just so that the leader does have 2 units to deal with. All alone fail, and she should be able to run and might die from this. Probably not. Oh, yeah, actually she does. The 2 one-handed weapons doing their job there. They are not at routing yet. I still want to get the cluster if possible. Oh, and he actually can get it. That's awesome. Because it's a cluster. I might still lose some wordstone, so this is a bit of a safety, but let's be honest. I want this because it's a cluster and not because we really need it right now. And she is not... Well, I should definitely check. Yep, she does have 2 shards. That's awesome, and we'll take the shield as well. Okay, now we are in a pretty safe territory. We have 13 out of not... Wow, our movement range. Let's move in here. Because now she will have to check for all alone as well. And, well, might not be able to run, but it will at least cost her turn if she fails. But she does. And she also fails a terror test, so it's just nothing. And let's see. I don't get this, though. Really? You couldn't get further? Oh, all alone success. Sigmar's might. It's not good. She's actually in a pretty good spot. Divine Revelation is pretty useless though, especially if it fails. And then she doesn't attack. So that I don't get. I really don't. I cannot shoot anybody from here. Now we can. So let's take our... I could shoot the 95, but I think I'd rather shoot the leader. 73% is pretty decent. Well, not if I roll that. But it might give us a chance to take her down, and she has a chance of having better equipment. Oh, at least a little bit of damage there. That's fine. And end our turn, please. So after the suboptimal start. Things have been turning around
A
again.
new round has
And
started.
now we can get back in there. Is there more words done in here? There might be. If it is, it's upstairs. So I think I'd rather... Well, yeah, we can take a look at the scavenge point. Wow. 3 gold crowns. I'm rich. So. Oh, hello. Nah, don't want to charge there. We'll move in here. And down she goes. Nice. And ambush stance. So, are these the last 2 units that they have overall, or do we miss something? Okay, there is one more back there. But let's just dish out some punishment. And they are below routing now. So once I get all of my turns, they will have to check. But they're sisters, so chances are they are going to make it. I don't really want to get charged there. So we'll attack here. She's in an ambush stance, so I do need to be a little bit careful. I don't really mind if a zombie gets charged. So I'll probably provoke that with him in a moment. Or not him. So not with Slap, but with the other one. And for that purpose, we are going to delay with our leader real quick. So, Ovidio. Get charged. There it is. 52 is okay, I guess. It could have been worse. It won't give us the 2-on-1 engagement, unfortunately. Warband route check failure. Okay, so it's just over. We set up for the continuation, didn't really need it. Oh, nice, another cluster as a reward. So I'll probably send us some money now, because we kind of...
Only those
We're
who
below
have
1,000,
transcended such
and
pathetic
I'm
limitations are
much more
fit to
comfortable
rule.
when we are above it.
One
And
day,
also, I
the
do want
Empire
to
will
learn
be
skills
ours.
in the meantime. So we kind of need the money. And we should have the wordstone to do so, or to send us some useful stuff. Nice. So here it's now the question of, do I remove the second weapon again? And I think I do. I still like to be able to use up all of the offense points.
Remarkable.
And I won't be...
Fantastic. Nice progress.
If that is not the case, or if I leave the weapon on there. Okay, she's getting really close. That was a lot of experience. And we'll go up to over 200 wordstones. So we can get this up. So I need 50 here, which is not that much. So like this. Set shipment.
You are becoming famous.
And what do I want to get up to rank 2 first? Strength skills, agility skills. I think I feel fine going here first because of the wordstone requests, and with this warband I didn't go for the extended time, so we will have to do them a little bit more regularly, which means getting them paid at a little bit more value is okay, I think. It's still pretty bad, but oh well. So, that's a lot of money. And we can pay upkeep. And what else? Nobody got injured, so that I really like. We have our leaders. Both of them are rank 2, so they are rank 2. How close are we to rank 4? Still pretty far off. For the next hero. That's the thing that I'd really like. Next one is a hero again, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Anything else? Well, apparently not. So, this is where we're going to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more time, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time and have a nice day. Bye.